Morning, everyone. This meeting for the opening of bids is hereby called to order at 10 a.m. July 14, 2026. The purpose of this meeting is to officially open and record the bids receipts. All bids will be open publicly and recorded as submitted. Um, Dr. Arya, can you please acknowledge your present today and check if we have a problem?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And once again, good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to our opening of bids for the um, public bidding of government network or GovNet Zamboanga City with the bid reference number of DICT R9 BST 2606CB028. And I will now proceed with the roll call and acknowledgement of the members of the Bids and Awards Committee. Kindly say present if you are here. Engineer Jacob Muhammad,
Present.
Engineer Mark Rohelson Gaputan,
Present.
Mr. John Mutalib.
Present.
Mr. Chair, I would like to confirm that we have a quorum for this opening of meeting. Thank you. And proceed, we also have under the technical working group, but before that, we also have the provisional member. We have Engineer Arnajel Pakam.
Present.
For the technical working group, we have Engineer Jordan Halandoni. The member of the TWG, we have Ms. Ana Criselda Natividad Zaragoza
Present.
and Ms. Cristel Love Evangelista. For the back secretariat, we have our back sec lead, Mr. Al Kaiser Musa,
Present.
and yours truly, Almar Ramos, present. And we send out invitation to witness our proceeding today. And we have Sir Carlos Zabala from the Commission on Audit 9. And joining prospective leader, we have two. We have kindly introduce yourself, your position, and the company that you're coming from. We'll start with Noman.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Hannah Rubio. I'm the relationship manager for PLBB Enterprise.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Taleb Begashi from Bank Manager. Good morning.
For the information of everyone, this opening bid is being live streamed via Facebook and via YouTube channel, and this is recorded in compliance with the transparency provision of RA 12009 and its IRR. And recording shall be form part of our official procurement records of this project. And Mr. Chair, the attendance has been established, and we are ready to proceed with the opening of bids.
Thank you very much, Baksek. So once again, good morning. Before we proceed to the opening of bids, allow me just to remind everyone that this is our first time to conduct a procurement using the MIR or most economically advantageous responsive bid, right? Evaluation under the Republic Act 12009. So it has a different, you know, style in opening of bids, no, compared to the LCRB. Okay, so instead of opening both technical and financial proposals at the same time, um, the back will open first the technical documents, and then later on we'll open the financial documents after the evaluation. So just to brief everyone, first is we're going to like open the technical proposals, and then if everything is in order, the bank will adjourn momentarily. Okay, and then the TWG will now proceed to the rating using the criteria uh, attached in the invitation to bid. Okay, then after that, in the afternoon, we're going to convene again. Uh, if both of the, I mean, dalawang bidders, we have two bidders. If both of the bidders pass the required was this score, no? Which is 75% of the 70 points as palagay doon, which is around 52%, 52.5. Then, papasok sila dun sa second stage, which is the opening of the financial deal. And then, after the opening of the financial deal, okay, pwede na tayo mag-adjourn ulit, and then later on, uh, the back will now, is this compute the scoring, the total scoring, and then we'll rank the leaders accordingly. So, the first, kumbaga sino yung maging first, siya yung ipopost one. Okay? And then pag everything is in order, then we'll issue a notice of award, and then eventually contract, and then notice to proceed. Okay, if for example, may problema dun sa first, then we proceed to the next leader, and then we do the same procedures, and then hanggang sa notice to proceed. So, ganun po yung magiging procedure natin for the year. So once again, please bear with us. This is our first time to conduct this procurement using the mere the criteria. So now, since everything is or everyone's ready and everything is in order, we are now to proceed with the opening of the bid documents. Who submitted first? By the way, we have two bid docs here from PLDT and from okay, both of them submitted at for the handling, they submitted at 9:09 a.m. For PLDT, 9:29 p.m. Pas lahat, no? Our deadline for the submission of bids is at 9:55. Correct? Okay. So, I hope malinaw yung so, let's now proceed to yung financial, hindi mo na yan i-open natin, ha? This afternoon na yun. You may proceed.
So thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to everyone. I shall now proceed with the opening of technical documents submitted by handling, which was received at 9:09 a.m. today.
Jeff, ano Jeff? Check ang
For the first requirement, we have the PhilGems certification. Handling is a platinum, platinum membership. Their certificate is valid until July 2, 2027, issued the second day of July 2026. Or they have complete asset certificate, years permit, tax clearance, audited financial statement, and PPAD license. Next, for the ongoing contracts, for the statement of all ongoing contracts within the last 3 years, Handling has two ongoing contracts with outstanding value of 70,210,000, signed by Al-Ghafri Hashim, account manager, dated July 10, 2026. Next, we have for the single largest contract, or SLCC, for the statement of single largest completed contract of similar nature within the last 5 years. We have name of client, Department of Information and Communications Technology, Region 9 Basulta. Name of contract, procurement and delivery of bandwidth subscription for public internet connectivity solutions in municipalities or speak smooth. Date of contract, 8/11/2024. Value of contract is 10,170,000. Date of completion, September 12, 2024. Signed by Al-Ghafri El Hashim, account manager, dated July 10, 2026. For the Certificate of Net Financial Contracting Capacity, or NFCC, total is, as computed, 551,941,510 pesos. Signed by Al-Ghafri Hashim, account manager, dated July 13, 2026. Securing declaration, they have submitted, duly authorized and signed by Al-Ghafri El Hashim, account manager, dated July 13, 2026. Notarized by attorney Quirino Esquerra Jr., doc number 328, page number 67, book number 765, series of 2026. The technical specifications, bidders must state here comply or non-comply against each of the individual parameters of each specification, stating the corresponding performance parameter of the equipment offered. Statements of comply or non-comply must be supported by evidence in a bidder's bid and cross-reference to that evidence if applicable. Evidence shall be in the form of manufacturer's unamended sales literature, unconditional statements of specification and compliance issued by the manufacturer, samples, independent test data, etc. as appropriate. A statement that is not supported by evidence or is subsequently found contradicted by the evidence presented will render the bids under evaluation liable for rejection. A statement either in the bidder's statement of compliance or the supporting evidence that is found to be false, either during bid evaluation, post-qualification, or the execution of the contract, may be regarded as fraudulent and render the bidder or supplier liable for prosecution subject to the applicable laws and issuances. For the procurement of provincial network expansion through government infrastructure project, item number 1, we have 6 line items, all comply. For the second item, 6 line items, all comply. Third item, 9 line items, all comply. For the fourth item, scope of work, 6 line items, all comply. For the fifth item, delivery, comply. Sixth item, support and training, comply. Item number 7, duration of the contract, all comply. Item number 8, service level agreement with 6 sub-items, all comply. Item number 9, warranty with 2 sub-items, all comply. Item number 10, testing and acceptance with 4 sub-items, all comply. And item number 11, payment terms with 3 sub-items, all comply. Signed by Alga Hashim, authorized representative, dated July 10, 2026. Lastly, an omnibus sworn statement has been submitted by handling, signed by Alga Hashim, account manager, dated July 13, 2026, and notarized by attorney Hilino Esquerda Jr., doc number 329, page number 67, book number 765, series of 2026. So for Mr. Chair, we are done with the technical documents with handling for first leader.
Okay, thank you very much. All passed, no concern. Any questions from the staff members?
None, Mr. Chair.
Okay, let us proceed with the opening of the documents of the SC then. The DLD government um, for the provision pyramid of provision network expansion through government infrastructure projects with identification number contract of the IDT airlines BST 606 CB 028. Fundamental difference. What is that? For the second supplier, we have received three copies of the lead documents. For the first item, we have the certificate of complete registration, platinum membership, certify that PLDT Incorporated is a member or registered elected procurement in the funds procurement system of widgets on January 7, 2002. The certificate is valid until October 27, 2026. For the statement of all ongoing contracts within the last 3 years, PLDT has submitted 15 for ongoing contracts with a total amount of 571,377.7 pounds. Duly signed by the authorized representative, Hannah May Camilo. For the statement of singular discontinued contract of similar nature within the last 5 years from the commitment and receipt of bids, amounting to at least 50% of the approved budget of the contract or ABC, PLDT has submitted one singular contract with an amount of 12,405,000 pesos, signed by the authorized representative, Hannah May. PLDT has submitted a credit and certificate with an amount of 861,920 pesos, signed by the authorized representative or the operations officer, Joan Fernandez, of the Credit and Loan Services Department. Security Declaration. PLDT is complied in submission of the big security declaration will be signed by the five, first Vice President and Secretary of Enterprise, um, Victor White Julia. Duly notarized on July 8, 2026. For the technical specifications of the content, structure, leaders must figure either comply or not comply against each individual parameters of the specification, stating the corresponding performance parameter of the equipment offered. Statements to comply or not comply must be supported by evidence that be reviewed or reference to that evidence, which is applicable. Evidence shall take the form of manufacturer amended sales literature and conditional statements and specification and compliance with the present manufacturer, samples, independent testers, etc. are appropriate. A statement that is not supported by evidence or is subsequently found to be contradicted by the evidence presented will render the bid on the public liable for objection. Statement either in the leader statement and compliance or supporting evidence that is found to be false either during bid evaluation, cost qualification, or the execution of the contract may be regarded as fraudulent and render the bidder or supplier liable to prosecution subject to the applicable laws and instructions. For the first item, we have six sub-items. Security has complied all of the items. For the line number two, administrative term, we have six sub-items, all complied. For the third line item, we have the technical terms, which has nine sub-items, all complied. For the fourth item, scope of work, we have six sub-items, all complied. For the delivery, complied. Support and training, complied. For the duration of the contract, two sub-items, all complied. For the service level agreement, we have six sub-items, all complied. For the warranty, two sub-items, complied, all complied. For item 10, testing and acceptance, four sub-items, all complied. For the payment terms, three sub-items, all complied. Signed by the authorized representative, Hannah Mayfield. So for the omnibus earnings statement, ALDP has complied in the submission of the omnibus earnings statement duly signed by uh, the core white figure and duly notarized by Alex Aaron on July 18th. So, Mr. Chair, we have concluded in the reading of the technical specification under PLD recorder. Thank you very much, Jordan. Are there any questions from the group? So there being none. Okay. So thank you, no? Thank you to all our participating leaders as well as our observers. We appreciate your interest in this procurement and your commitment to transparency and fair competition. So this Fields and Awards Committee has completed the filling of the technical documents as submitted, no, in accordance with the applicable procurement rules and procedures. Now, these submitted documents will now undergo detailed evaluation and detailed evaluation, of course, subject to the requirements of the procurement process. Um, Meron tayong ano ba yung criteria, no? Nandun naman sa ano. Alam niyo naman yung criteria na rating, di ba?
President Conservative.
Yes, hindi na. Alam naman nila yan. And then, this afternoon, anong oras? 1:30? Kaya na 1:30. So at 1:30, babalik kayo dito later on para sa opening of the financial bids and yung orientation of the scoring later on. Okay. So we assure all our participants that the BAC remains committed to conducting this process with integrity, impartiality, and full compliance with the government procurement and regulations. So this afternoon, we'll present the official result of the scoring, and then we will notify them if, for example, pumasa sila lahat. The scoring of the pwede mo ipakita muna yung ano, ipakita na lang for purposes of motivation. Kasi ang rules kasi ng 12009, if they meet the technical score of 75%, no, of the 70 points, how much is that? 52.5. Then later on, we'll open the financial document. Okay. Are there any questions? No question?
No question.
So once again, thank you for your participation and see you around this afternoon. Yung sa ating mga observers, let's invite them later at 1:30.
Sir, 1:30.
So this meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you very much.
It's